It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. First carry for James Conner. A first down for Conner and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. And this will be swung out here for Conner. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Dancing to his left. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive. Starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked him, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice. Marco Wilson, the one to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And the ball is knocked out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B. One starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Play fake. Murray. He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Green. Here's Murray from midfield. He'll air this one out for Kirk. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Jalen Thompson picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Connor going to get it again on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Murray now to throw. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Connor. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. James Conner, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0.
That's the score. Cardinals 7, 49ers nothing. Matt Prater to kick off for Arizona.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Down the numbers. There he goes. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Murray. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Murray a give. This is Connor. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Christian Barmore able to get him for a loss of about 3. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them, because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Connor, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Murray. A dump off here to Stewart. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Connor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. They've got his man. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, 88 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. For Brandon Ayuk, he is as electric as they come with the ball in his hands in the open field, and he turns that catch into big yardage.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Flipped the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Get out the field, defense. 54. Come on. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
Here's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack.
Murray's pass intercepted.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Lance. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Throwing now is Lance. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
Robbie Gould on for the field goal of 29 yards.
And Gould is able to put it through, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. From midfield, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time.
First down, San Francisco.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's got Ayuk once again. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 4 yards out. And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Cardinals 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just loose
with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Connor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Murray. Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, 49ers.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Lance looking to throw it. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance going for it all. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Gold to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Niners 31, Cardinals 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Give him 18 on the play. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Let's go, let's go. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Easy.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Jack with a sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
I know he ain't got it. Check your hot read.
Hey, easy, quick one. Hey,
Here. Shotgun now from Murray. He hits Stewart in the flat. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray. And now here's another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.